New York City.
Say what you will about our mutual ex-husband. One thing none of us can deny, he was great in the sack.
Stop it, Cindy. You're embarrassing Snow.
I'm not embarrassed. I'm hardly the shrinking violet everyone imagines me to be.
Because he's the sole reason we ever have these lunches. We're not friends, close or otherwise. We don't travel in the same social circles. Snow is important because she runs Fabletown, with minimal help from the actual elected mayor. Briar Rose is important because the filthy rich is always a breed apart. But poor Cinderella is reduced to being a lowly shoe store clerk.
Not exactly an accurate representation of your situation, Cindy, since you own the glass slipper as well as run it.
Nevertheless, girls, we only ever come together on these rare occasions because of the shit-healing question. We're like an annual meeting of his parole board, getting together once a year to confirm that he's still an unrepentant fuck and continues to be deserving of our organized contempt.
Is it absolutely necessary that you use such language in public? This is a nice restaurant.
Yes, why are you so angry all the time, Cindy?
Maybe because I have the most to get over. Of the three of us, I'm the one most injured by Prince Charming and his ways.
Yeah, I'm going to have to call you on that one as well. We've been comparing notes for far too many years to let you get away with a statement like that.
He treated us each with equal contempt and cruelty.
Exactly, which proves my point.
How do you figure? This I've got to hear.
Simple. Snow White was wife number one. He'd never been wed before, so in her case, our handsome prince might not have known of his many weaknesses in marital fidelity. Then comes Briar Rose, our famous Sleeping Beauty. We know he was authentically in love with you at first, or he never would have been able to wake you with his true love's kiss. And in that case, he may still have believed he could make a go at lasting devotion. Things didn't work out with Snow, but what if that was simply due to not being with the right person?
Your argument was that I was his legitimate second chance.
Uh-huh. But by wifey number 3, moi, he had to know that the defect was in him. He had to know his womanizing was chronic and that he would eventually hurt me. By the time it was my turn, he knew well in advance he'd destroy me, and yet he just didn't give a flying fuck. QED, ladies, I'm deservedly bitter, and I plan to stay that way. Now, if you'll excuse me, as much fun as this has been, I'm running late. I'm off to the airport for a wild and wanton European vacation.
Again, your shoe store must be doing better than you profess.
On the contrary, it's doing rather shittily. I was never cut out to be a fucking merchant. And so now I'm off to spend what's left of the company's assets before my creditors get wind that I'm absconded with them. Taxi! Yes, sir, they bought my angry ex-wife act, hook, line, and sinker. By now the gossip is all over Fabletown that not only am I a horrible woman, but I'm a financial deadbeat as well. No one will suspect why I'm really in Paris. We're on schedule. Of course I will. You're my lord and master, and I secretly serve only you. Oops, that's the door. Gotta run. My date's early as usual. He's an eager one. Just a minute. Coming! Icky, darling.
I do wish you wouldn't call me by that name.
Icky? But it's so cute, and it's short for...
I don't approve of diminutives.
Okay, Ichabod it is then. Or would you prefer Mr. Crane? Or Sir?
Oh dear, please don't pout. I didn't mean to.
I know we had business to conduct, but I didn't think it was all business between us.
But...
I dared hope there was at least some honest affection.
there is.
Maybe even the beginning of something else.
But Cinderella, I adore you. You know that.
Really?
I'm positively addled with my love for you. Why do you think I'm doing this?
For me?
Do you imagine I'd sell out Fabletown and the entire muddy world for anything less?
Oh, my darling! Wake up, sleepyhead. You're missing the glorious morning.
Come back to bed.
I can't. I have to finish the work we didn't get to last night because your wild animal passions took over. And then I'm gonna make you take me out for breakfast.
Is that wise?
No more hiding in the shadows for us. I want to show my man off to the whole wide world. That is assuming you don't mind being seen with me.
Are you kidding? There isn't a place or an event in this universe where I wouldn't be proud as a peacock to have you on my arm.
Then sign right here and we're in business.
What's this?
The official document guaranteeing that when my master's forces move in, you will be installed as the Imperial Governor General of this world, with all the rights, duties, privileges, and riches that come with it.
With you as my consort? Ruling by my side?
As soon as you make an honest woman out of me.
Let's go find a parson, right now.
Not so fast, you brute. In return for my services to the Empire, my masters promised me a huge court wedding. With all the trimmings.
The adversary himself will be there?
He'll perform the ceremony. But Ichabod, you must never again call him by that crude and vulgar name. His loyal subjects, among whom you're now counted, refer to him as the Emperor, with all proper respect and obeisance.
But you know him. You've seen him in person. Who is he? All of Fabletown burns to know that.
Forget it. No more secrets until you feed me. So go take a shower, Stinky, before I starve to death. It's done. He signed it. We'll be out of the room for about an hour. Hurry up, sweetie. We need to go.
I ran Fabletown as King Cole's deputy for nearly 115 years. Snow White was my assistant then, just as Boy Blue is hers now.
So what happened? I remember there was some sort of scandal, but the particular details escape me.
All stuff and nonsense. Snow White made some accusations. I like to run as an egalitarian business office. But she claimed to be uncomfortable with the degree of formality.
Wasn't there something about you trying to kiss her after hours with the door locked?
Stuff and nonsense, I say. I attempted to express my gratitude for her fine work, and she chose to misinterpret my gesture. In hindsight, I see now that she was ambitious, and her accusations were designed to move me out, so that she could take over. Watch out for that one. She's a viper. She even planted false evidence that I embezzled community funds. I had no choice but to resign or face formal charges.
When the Emperor's armies come and you take over again, we can take special pleasure in putting some things to right.
Oh yes, we can pay that hussy her rightful dues in a public square with a new rope. Now I want to hear your story. Why do you ally yourself with the the Emperor? How long have you spied for him?
It's not altogether a pleasant story. But I've been with him all along, since before coming to this world.
Tell me. I want to know everything about you.
Alright, but not here. We've thoroughly walked off breakfast by now. Let's go back to my room, to our bed, where you can hold me while I tell you my tale.
Hurry. Get the door open. I need... I must have you right now.
Actually, I don't think you're gonna get me just now, Icky dear.
What? Cinderella, my darling. What are you?
I'm afraid the engagement is off, Icky. Boss, meet Ichabod Crane.
We've met. I used to work for him, remember?
Bigby. Here, but... Cindy, what the hell is going on here?
Bigby's the man I work for.
You're the adversary?
Don't be an idiot, Crane. I'm exactly who you've always known me to be. I'm loyal to Fabletown. Cinderella's loyal to Fabletown. The only authentic traitor in this room is you.
You sold us out for the standard treason trifecta. Money, sex, and power.
But... I love you.
Ugh, stop it before I puke. All the evidence is in his briefcase, Bigby. He reveals our estimated military strength and gives a detailed nomenclature of our tactical magic artifacts and an analysis of our weapons manufacturing up at the farm, as well as personal reports on each fable living in...
I know. I've been reading while you were out. I especially enjoyed what he had to say about me. For a former writing teacher, he sure found new ways to overuse mongrel and whipped cur in a single run-on sentence. And then there's this extended rape fantasy about Snow.
No, Bigby. You don't understand. It wasn't me. It was her. Don't you see? She's the traitor. And when she told me she worked for the adversary, well, I went along with it. Strictly as a subterfuge. To trap her into revealing herself. It was a sting, Bigby. A sting. I was investigating Sydney. For the good of Fabletown.
Hands off, Crane. You'll rumple the suit.
I won't stand here for this witch hunt. You have no authority here.
He even signed a full confession disguised as a contract for his place in the new regime.
Yeah, I've seen it. Why don't you wait outside, Cindy, while I have a private word with our boy here?
So what happens now? Will you drag me in disgrace back to Fabletown?
No. Like you said, I have no authority here. I'll have to let you go soon. Tell me when you see Cinderella appear down in the courtyard.
There she is now.
Let's go home. We're all done here.
So there's not going to be a trial?
If there was, I'd have to reveal that you work for me, and I can't allow that. I need at least one agent completely off the books that no one knows about but me.
What about the body?
I made it look like an accident. At least enough to fool French cops.
Not overly fond of the French, are we?
I'm not fond of anyone who makes ingratitude a point of national pride. Then again, they're not so much a nation as unwashed rabble glued together by an overabundance of cheeses.
This sounds like rehearsed material, Bigby.
You're a good crowd. I'll be here all week. Be sure to tip your waitress and be careful on the drive home.